Ben from Platinum RC here, and today we're going to be showing you guys how to set up your new Raceflight flight controller and ESC. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to plug in your quad into your computer with just a normal USB port. Once you plug it in and it reads the flight controller, your FlightOne will load and then open up. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to go to setup. Now, FlightOne has this really cool feature. It has all different wizards to help setting up the different parts on your quad, such as the flight controller, the receiver, radio, ESC, calibrating the motors, and fixing the motor direction and idle, as well as different switches and your PIDs, everything like that. So today, just right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go through how to set up your flight controller, your receiver, your radio, and just complete all these wizards to show you guys how to set up the bare minimum. So the first wizard we're going to do is setting up the flight controller. So you're going to click Launch Wizard, and you plan to use this quad mostly for, and if it's a racing quad, you click Racing, and if it's a freestyling quad, you click Freestyling, obviously. So I'm planning to use this quad as a racing build, so I'm going to go ahead, click Racing, and press Next. In my quad, it is a 5-inch, so we'll click 5-inch. And it's going to start setting variables and data. And so now it's going to ask you to place your quad flat like it is right now. It's just sitting flat on a table. It doesn't have to be 100% flat. It just has to be around the flat area. So we're going to click Next. Now it's calibrating the ESC and which direction is forward and backwards. So now we're going to place the quad on its nose so it knows this is forwards. And click Next. So now the quad is orientated and knows like what's up, what's down, and what is in front of it and behind it. So we're going to go ahead and press Done. The flight controller is completely set up now. So now we're going to so now we're going to do the Detect Receiver wizard. So we're going to go ahead and press Launch Wizard. My radio is bound. So you have to bound your radio to the receiver if you haven't done so already. It's got to be transmitting, and it has to be at least 10 feet away, it says, but personal experience, it can be around 5 feet. It doesn't have to be 10 feet away. So now we're going to press Next, scanning all the radio channels. So there we go, the receiver wizard is done. Now next what we're going to do is the radio wizard. So we're just going to go ahead and launch wizard again. Bounce the radio, transmitting at least 10, or for me 5 feet away from the radio, and does not have endpoints that exceed 127%. If you meet all that criteria, you can go ahead and press Next. So now we gotta move the sticks and complete circles a full times, and you got to turn it from left to right in circles as the illustration depicts. So after that, place the throttle at idle and keep yaw, pitch, and roll centered. Then click the Next button. So we're gonna go ahead, press Next, set throttle to the top, yaw to the right, pitch to the top, roll to the right. Done with all that. Put your preferred disarm switch in the disarm position. Click Next. Set to arm. Next. There we go. The radio setup's completed. So now we're going to go ahead and update the ESC. So we're going to press Launch Wizard. Now you have to connect a battery for this one, so we're going to go ahead, connect our battery. Make sure you remove your props because the motors are going to be spinning and you really don't want to get hit by them. It's just common sense, guys. Remove your props. So you've done that. Click the check, then click next. So now it's going to tell you do not unpower your ESCs during this process. It's just updating them. And it may take up to 2 minutes, but usually for me it takes around 30 seconds to a minute. So now you gotta wait till tones are finished, then you can click OK. It's just the basic startup tones. And again, it's saving everything. Wait till the startup tones are finished again. Click OK. Then it just tells you all this information about each motor. So I'm going to press done. Next, we got to calibrate the motor. So move the props connected to the battery. You don't have to unplug the battery after you calibrate the ESC. Just keep it in whenever you fix your motor, whenever you set up your motors. So press next. Did that. Again, just wait for the startup tones. Click OK. Now you have to disconnect the battery to prevent the accidental calibration, as it says up here. So we disconnected the battery. Next again. Now plug the battery back in again and wait till the ESCs are finished with the calibration tones. So now that's done with the calibration tones, press OK again. More tones. Just as a good rule of thumb, I just wait. I count to 5 after the tones because there may be an extra tone that is just delayed. So in order to prevent the accidental calibration and possibly messing things up, I just count to 5. So good rule of thumb. Press OK again. Again, tones are finished, count to 5, press OK. Now the motors are calibrated. So now we gotta fix the motor direction and idle, launch that. Connect the battery. And you'll see it's gonna start spinning each motor. Make sure that nothing is touching each motor. All motors are spinning. Front left one is spinning. Front right one is spinning. Now the rear right one is spinning. So now it's just going to start getting the ESC data. Wait till the tones are finished. Press OK. Now you got to start your motors. And I like to run reverse props, and reverse motors. So we'll start them up, see if they're all spin in the correct direction. Wait till tones are finished. This one's spinning correct, 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 and correct. Okay. So all of my motors are spinning in the right direction. But if they're not spinning in the correct direction, you press no. And let's say motor 1's not spinning correctly or in the correct direction. So you click the switch, motor 1 is now on normal, start motors again. And you can do this as many times as you want until you're sure that they are all spinning in the correct direction. So you press OK again, start spinning the motors, and as you can see, this one is spinning in the opposite direction because I flipped the switch. So I'm just going to click no since I run reverse props and reset that motor back to its original direction. Click OK. Once the tones are done, we're going to put my motor back to reverse so it's spinning in the correct direction. Sorry about that. Click Start Motors again. Wait till the tones are finished. Okay. I have to wait till each motor starts spinning again. And they are all spinning in the correct direction, so you click yes. So the wizard is for the motor direction is now completed. So there you go, guys. That is your basic bare bones Raceflight 1 setup. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in another video.